Hi friends, Zoe here. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be talking to you all about minimalism. If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I definitely suggest you click it below. I make videos on minimalism, lifestyle, veganism, and all about my journey moving to Italy. So without further ado, let's get started on 4 steps I have for becoming a minimalist for beginners. So becoming a minimalist might seem a little bit challenging at first. You might feel like you have a hoarder mentality, so many things, but the truth is all it takes is a little step here, a little step there. So I've decided to outline 4 steps that I feel like I kind of took before really jumping into minimalism. And these tips, I promise, are simple and easy, and you can put them into action right now. So tip number 1. Tip number 1 is all about realizing the beauty in the simplicity of things. I feel like this is easier to understand and grasp. The older you get, you realize that moments with people and interactions with people, doing fun things is more enjoyable than, say, obtaining a luxury item. I'll give you an example here. So I realized that travel is something that's very important to me. So I would rather save my money to travel and have life experience than to obtain items or obtain a car or a house, things like that. Right now in my life anyways. Not saying that one day I won't have those things. I'm just saying that right now in my life, I feel like I genuinely love experiences and treasure and value experiences more than obtaining items. When you start to realize that experiences and people and moments is something that you really treasure, you're going to be able to grab a hold of minimalism a lot easier. Realize as a whole, minimalism will grant you more time, more space, more clarity, and even more money to spend time doing the things that you love and enriching your life. Because when you think about it, when you die, you're not gonna be buried with, your super luxurious car. I'm sure you're not going to be thinking about your luxury car. You're going to be thinking about your family and friends and all the amazing times that you had throughout your life. So in general, just try to hone in on that concept that there is beauty in the simplicity of things. Whatever brings you joy, like spending time with family and friends, really think about that and really realize that that's what minimalism is all about, is to minimalize your space, the things in your life, to grant you clarity and make more room for more life-enriching things. Step number 2 is to get inspired. So the way that I got inspired and first kind of decided to jump into minimalism was binging on different YouTubers who were minimalists and taking all their tips and trying to put them into action. So I'll make sure to link a few below. My favorites are Jenny Mustard and Melissa Alexandria, so I will leave their channels below. If you haven't heard of them or haven't checked them out yet, I definitely suggest it. These two have a lot of great content. Also, I would like to recommend a couple of books to you. I'd like to recommend the book Vagabonding, which I actually just read, so I'm going to be covering in my October favorites. Another reason why you should click that subscribe button down below, because I always share awesome books in my favorites videos. Basically, it is all about long-term travel, and it really goes into detail on minimalizing the things in your life to make room for more travel experiences, ways to save money. It touches a little bit on working abroad, things like that. So if travel is a big reason why you want to start simplifying things, Vagabonding is an excellent book. If long-term travel maybe isn't so much what you're interested in to get started with minimalism, and maybe it's just more so cleaning up, decluttering your closet, decluttering your life, then The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up is an amazing book. So I personally listened to this on Audible, and it was super easy for me to obtain all the information, and any questions I kind of had, I Googled. There's tons of blogs, tons of videos on the KonMari method, people giving you examples. So I definitely recommend binging on YouTube videos and or reading some inspiring books, because it will definitely give you a bigger picture and you'll be able to understand people's personal opinions when it comes to minimalism, why they're doing it, and you'll see how these other people's lives appearing so simple is actually very inspiring. So step number 3 is to start getting rid of things. First, this might seem a little bit tedious, or it might seem a little bit easy. You might have already items in your wardrobe that you know that you haven't worn and won't wear, and you can just easily donate them. But as you start to get through the items, the special occasion pieces, things like that, you know what, I'm gonna link my How to Clean Out Your Closet video below, because I think that might give you a little bit of a push to do so. Start getting rid of things. I started with a few plastic bags every day, and then it became almost like a game for me. I would be excited to get home from work because I could realize a few more things that I wanted to get rid of. And as I started to notice my room and my space clearing out, my surfaces on my dresser and my bedside table, and it made me feel so much more refreshed. It made me feel so much more clear coming home from work and seeing just a clean, crisp room. It not only decluttered my life, but it decluttered my mind as well. It also feels amazing to give to charity, give to friends, and you can can even get money from items if you take them into high-end secondhand store, things like that. So like I said, it becomes addicting to begin to get rid of things. You're gonna notice the benefits, and before you know it, you are going to be a full-blown minimalist. And lastly, step number 4. And step number 4 is to cultivate gratitude for the simplicity of things. So as I went through these steps, getting inspired and starting to declutter my space, like I mentioned, I felt really good coming home from work and feeling like I was coming home to a clean, crisp room with clear surfaces. It just made me feel so much more refreshed. So to feel gratitude for that, it really is validating to yourself that this is the right decision for you. No regrets on getting rid of your things because you truly are happy living a more simplified life. And you can feel gratitude for the fact that you know what you're going to wear the next day because you don't have to try on a million different pieces of clothing, throw them all around your room. You will know clothing very well that you have, so you won't be wasting time looking for things, trying to piece things together. When you have a very minimalist wardrobe, it just becomes a lot easier. You can also feel gratitude for all the money you're saving by not going shopping because you realize how much you have consumed that you don't need. You'll feel gratitude for having more time, for making less decisions, for just having a more clear and conscious lifestyle. So all in all, these are my 4 steps to becoming a minimalist for beginners. If you guys have any additional tips, please leave them below because we can definitely help each other out here. I'd really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below if you haven't, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!